let's give this a go. Giant Anthem 1. Oh my god, this feels weird. Oh. Okay, this feels really unstable. I've only been on the bike about 10 seconds and this feels really weird.
Get off the track car.
Cheers guys. So, I've never ridden an Anthem before. I've just got off a Trance straight onto an Anthem and this feels almost ancient. The stem is so long. It feels, the steering's so undirect. It's like you turn in and then you're not sure what's going to happen. Maybe I'm being a bit unfair. I'm just used to slacker head angles and shorter stems. This is more of a cross-country bike. 27.5 inch wheels again. Thinner racing Ralph tyres, so a bit less grip, a bit less rolling resistance. It feels quite quick. I think we got 120. Oh my life. I tell you what, the cornering is not the same. You got 120 mil up front. The Giant guys didn't actually know what it had on the rear, but if it's 120 front, I'm assuming it's going to be either 120 or 110 on the rear. It certainly feels stiffer. I've got it in the softest setting. So my initial impressions, now I've been on the bike for 5 minutes. If you can afford a Trance, buy one. To me, it's so much more capable, and on trails like this doesn't feel any quicker. On the flat stuff, maybe over a longer distance it would. This just feels unstable and not confidence inspiring at all. So let's try and pull over somewhere and have a look at this bike in a bit of detail. Let's stop here. What we got? Same dropper post as before. It's worth noting that this one doesn't work properly. You push it down, press the button, it only comes halfway up. You have to pull the rest. I'm sure that's just a serviceable thing, but they go wrong. It's quite a cool looking bike. Racing Ralph tyres, 27.5 inch wheels, Shimano XT. These pedals that come with the bike are rubbish, but that's the same with every bike. Same Maestro suspension, great pedaling ability. What else we got? 34 Performance Elite Fox suspension. Are these carbon or alley? XCR1. I don't know. I do not know. This is an extra large frame. It feels better size-wise for me. XT brakes. Really long stem. I don't like that. I don't want to be too harsh on this bike. I mean, this is why you get out and demo these bikes, because before I'd ridden a full suspension bike, I would have ridden this and thought, my God, this is the bollocks. But once you start riding other bikes with different geometry, different price points, you realise that there is a big difference between all these bikes. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you've got an Anthem and you love it, That's all that matters. But if you're looking for an all-round bike, I would definitely point you towards the Trance rather than the Anthem. Well, I'd actually point you towards the Stump Jumper. But if you're looking at giant bikes, I was a bit surprised that Trance was more expensive than I thought. That's the same price as my Carbon Stump Jumper. But to me, the Anthem is not my sort of bike. You're losing out on quite a bit of ability, I think, especially on the more downhill, bumpier stuff. It doesn't feel particularly any faster than the Trance overall on anything. Oh. Morning, thank you. Great to see loads of people out on their bikes. That's what it's all about. Oh. No worries. Well, there's the Trance. He's off. See if we can catch him. Just don't have the ability, sorry, the confidence in the corners. All the ability, to be honest. Dear oh dear. I frighten myself on the Anthem sometimes. So the Trance soaks all this up so much better. It just gets a little bit more technical and the Trance is gone. Come back! I have to hit the brakes on these berms. I didn't on the Trance. I've just noticed with the XT shifters, when you're changing down into a harder gear, you can change down 2 gears in one go. You can't do that with a SRAM. That's good, I like that. Especially at the top of a downhill section, when you want to get down those gears quickly, you can do it twice as fast. Very nice. So I'm getting a bit more used to this bike. It's obviously great climbing ability, but not noticeably better than the Trance. Considering the geometry difference, I don't really think, in my opinion, there's a bigger advantage going with the Anthem over the Trance. I am warming towards these XT brakes on these bikes. They don't feel too much different to the SRAMs. It's funny how you get the same brakes on a different bike and they feel totally different. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. To conclude this bike, my overall impression is this bike's a little bit dated compared to the rest of the stuff that's out there. It feels like it might be a 4 or 5 year old bike. It's nice. It doesn't, nothing stands out to me. I don't really know what to say on it, to be honest. It's just a bit boring compared to everything else I've ridden. Sorry, don't get too down if you've got one of these. It's still a great bike. Just, there's better stuff out there. Jesus. I'm just giving you my honest opinion on these bikes, guys. If I don't like them, I'll tell you. I think a lot of people would love this bike. I like a bit more of a longer travel trail bike. I've only really been back into mountain biking about a year or two, and I tell you, the biggest thing for me is that head angle. A few degrees slacker, my God, it makes a difference. Just totally confidence inspiring. A bike like this, there's quite a steep head angle, does nothing for me. I always wonder how these little details can make so much difference, but get out and demo, guys. You'd be amazed how each bike feels totally different. Or watch YouTube like this. Right, so the demo day, see if we can get our hands on that rain. So they've got the barbecue going.